Hi guys, Dr. Kirsten Roberts here, and I wanted to take you through a really lovely, simple flow of exercises that focuses on stability. So I would encourage you to use this sequence of exercises maybe as a warm-up for some higher level exercises, or if you're just getting back into things, maybe after having a baby, or after maybe having a surgery or some pain. These could be some exercises that are gentle enough to allow some movement to start happening without causing any discomfort or pain. As always, if you have had pain or have pain with any of these exercises, I'd encourage you to go and see your local physical therapist or healthcare professional to make sure that you are doing exercises that are appropriate for your body, of course. So the three exercises that I'm going to take you through, just three simple exercises: hip twist level 1, one leg stretch level 1, and then scissors level 1. So if you would like a bit more detail of each of those exercises, I'd encourage you to go back and watch some of my previous videos, because I go into each of those exercises in quite a bit of detail and offer you variations to make them both easier and harder, which you could do in this flow and use throughout for each of them to create a flow that's appropriate for your body. Also, you may notice that I'm wearing socks. I would, if you're on a surface that causes you to stick a little bit, I'd encourage you to get some socks on, or something that causes the surface to get a little slicker, because for a one leg stretch, we're going to be sliding our legs along the floor. And for me, it causes me to stick if I don't have socks on. So let's start out with our setup position. So we start out feet together, toes apart, heels lined up right behind those toes. Hips, knees, and feet all in nice straight lines, as if I'm laying along railroad tracks. And I'm going to start with my hip twist level 1. Take a breath in, and as you breathe out, you're going to fold your knee out to the side, and then inhale, return. So join in with me with these exercises. Exhale as you fold, and inhale, return. We're going to keep going side to side with this exercise. And remember, our focus is to keep those hips pointing straight up towards the ceiling. So keep working here at your own pace. Don't worry if I'm going a little bit too fast or slow for you. You work at the pace that works best for you with your breath. So your rib cage is again nice and heavy. Notice as you start to work, there might be a tendency to start popping that rib cage up towards the ceiling. But resist that temptation and keep the rib cage nice and heavy, as if you've got something heavy kind of sitting on your rib cage. And then smile those collarbones nice and wide towards the ceiling. And still breathing. We have just a little bit longer with our hip twist level 1. Making sure you've got that center set and your neutral spine is staying nice and neutral, with your hips pointing straight up towards the ceiling. We'll do just a few more seconds here. Aim for one more on each side of your hip twist level 1. And now we're going to go into our one leg stretch level 1. Keep that drink balancing on one knee as you slide the foot away from your sit bone on an exhale, and then inhale to slide it back in. And exhale as you slide the foot away, and inhale to slide back in. I'm choosing the variation of flexing my foot at the end of my motion and then pointing my foot to start the movement back in. And that's an optional variation. So you can choose to add that, or you don't have to. Our focus on this exercise is still on that pelvis and that tray of drinks staying nice and still. But this time, our focus is on not allowing our hip to tip forwards towards the end of the motion, as opposed to tipping side to side, where that was more common on the previous movement, our hip twist level 1. Exhale as you slide the leg away. Imagine that you're blowing your leg away and then breathing it back in. So exhale, slide it away. Inhale, slide it back. Exhale, slide away. Check in with that lower tummy and make sure that you're not feeling any pooching or doming up towards the ceiling. And if you are, reconnect with that center. Just one more on each side for me, keeping the back of your neck really nice and long.
almost as if when your leg slides away, the back of your neck slides further away from your foot. Now we're going to combine these two movements together. So imagine that drink balancing on one knee, and then on the other side you're going to fold the knee away for your hip twist, level 1. Slide down along the outside edge of your foot. Roll the knee to face the ceiling, and return. And other side. We breathe out as you fold and slide, and then in as you roll and return. Out as you fold and slide, in as you roll and return. So our reason for combining these exercises now is to start challenging our planes of movement. So instead of just moving in one plane at a time, we're starting to combine some planes of movement together, which will challenge the stability of our pelvis a little bit more. You may notice now that it's more tempting to spill that drink on your stabilizing side, that knee wants to open out towards the side much more easily. So focus on that stabilizing side almost more than you focus on the moving leg. Good. Exhale as you fold and slide, keeping your breath nice and even. Inhale to roll and return. Keeping your collarbones nice and wide. Check in with the back of your neck and make sure you haven't started poking your chin up towards the ceiling. We'll do one more on each side here. And remember to stay at the pace that works best for you. And we're going to now start to challenge our pelvic stability a little bit more with scissors level 1, an open chain movement, floating one leg up into tabletop and then placing it down. Let's start with a slower breath. So we're going to exhale as we float, making sure our knee is directly over our hip. Inhale to hold, and then exhale to place that foot down. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, float the leg. Inhale to hold, and exhale to place that foot down. And keep working side to side now, exhaling on your every movement. So you inhale both to hold and to prepare. And remember, our focus is on those hips not tipping side to side, front to back, and on our spine maintaining its nice neutral position. Let's speed up our breath a little bit now. Exhale up and inhale down. And exhale up and inhale down. Keeping the back of your neck really nice and long. Exhale up, inhale down. Widen through the fronts of those collarbones. Reconnect with that center, making sure that you're having a quiet landing. So if I was watching you right now, or sitting right there, when you placed your foot down, I wouldn't be able to hear it. So it's not a thud, it's a quiet placing down of the foot and lifting. And I want you to imagine, as opposed to lifting your leg, that you're actually thinking more of floating. So one leg floats up as if there's a helium balloon attached to your knee, and then floats back down. And we just have a few more here. Let's do 2 more on each side, keeping the back of the neck really nice and long. Last set. And that's it.
And now what I want you to do is take, for the rest of your day, or whatever time of day it is, to think about that connection that you've established in that deep core and to maintain it for the rest of the day.